Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Shadow, aka the Frozen Shadow Collector, and welcome to another video on my channel. So, for today's video, guys, I want to do something different. I want to do something along the lines of comparing the differences between So I'm a Spider, So What, the light novel, and So I'm a Spider, So What, the manga. So, there are some differences between the two, and in this video, I'm going to be discussing what they are and what I think about the differences and how I think it benefits and how it can be a little misleading of sorts. But yeah, if you guys are excited for that, be sure to hit that thumbs up down below right now. And if you guys want to see more content like this in the future or you have suggestions, let me know down below and hit that subscribe button for more. So without further ado, guys, let's head in right into it. I already did a video on the light novel itself, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave it in the description below, a link to it. Um, but yeah, the story in a in a nutshell, I absolutely love it. Of course, there are differences in it. So in terms of the light novel, it's basically written as like a classic book, sort of anyway, because it kind of the way it's told kind of feels like it's internal monologues and like blog form. At least that's what I call it. I like calling it blog form, but yeah, it's pretty much how she sees the world and how it's basically first person and it's told through like her mind, I guess. That's the best way to describe it. Meanwhile, with the manga version, is more straightforward, and instead of internal thoughts and monologues, it just goes straight up. Well, it does say it. Okay, that's the wrong way to put it. It does have a ton of monologues every now and then, but it's not like there's a whole chapter dedicated to monologues and internal thinking like the light novel has. Because I'm not gonna lie, half of this is literally just what's going on in her head. But I still love it. So for the manga portion, the way it goes is that for the human side, it's hardly even in the manga, but it's still there. It's just very short and it kind of goes very slowly because from the way it's told, it's almost like it's chronological order. And in terms of the light novel, they just kind of do it back to back so that the plots are kind of connecting and theme wise and supposed to be like misleading and confusing. So I'm pretty sure the human side in the manga doesn't start till like book two of or book three. It takes a while for the human team to show up. That's for sure. Let me see. Yep, there we go. Yeah, there's like what 2 or 3 pages of it being shown in here. Yeah, it's not that long at all. And the only reason why they show it in the third book is because of this egg right here when Kumiko is trying to break it open. And then it skips to here where Faye is released from the egg. That same exact egg. So yeah, I think it's interesting how that works. Like it takes 3 volumes in order for it to actually show the human side, while this one it goes back and forth. And another thing to note is that even though this focuses more on Kumiko, the spider, or mainly Kumiko rather, it takes like 2.5 volumes just to get through volume one of the light novel. Like it's insane of how that works because volume one of this, I'm pretty sure it ends with her being in the lava pit. Yeah, yeah, it ends when she ends up in the fiery maze, and that's literally like book three. Like, yeah, this is still book one of sorts, and then it's once it's past this, and she gets to the the lava rise, which is yeah, it's literally right here. This is where book two starts of the light novel. So it's interesting how that works, but it's not like consistent like that because, like I said, the manga focuses a lot more on Kumiko, so it takes like maybe another manga and a half just to get through this one because book two of the light novel, half of it is on the humans. So yeah, there's that. I found that interesting how book two had more human chapters in it than Kumiko, and then book three is kind of similar too. Book three, nothing much really happens in it. I mean, there are chapters where she faces dragons, but in a nutshell, nothing really happened for the most part. It's really just that giant battle scene with Areba. So yeah, it's pretty interesting how it works. I do like the art for the manga version. If we can compare like the art of the light novel and the art of the manga, I think it's pretty cool how different it is. I mean, obviously this is meant to be more cartoony and more like joking lifelike, while this one's like more serious and more like survival themed. I think it's cute how it's like that. It's pretty amazing though. This artwork, like I am impressed of this. I am impressed about this manga. It is pretty good. I did go through all this after I read the light novel, at least up to light novel 4. That's where I'm at because even though there's 9 volumes of the manga and focuses mainly on Kumiko, literally this volume 9 is like halfway through volume 4, which is weird how that works. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. It's how it's like that. I think it's because the manga kind of drags out some of the plots in the light novel for Kumiko to make them more fleshed out. Because, like I said, the story for Kumiko and the light novel, it's mainly just internal thinking and her talking to herself, while the manga version is her actually doing things and like fighting things. So yeah, that's pretty much the differences between the two. I love both of them personally. Obviously, the manga is easier to read if you don't like reading like old-fashioned books or like old-fashioned style of books anyway. But yeah, either one you can't go wrong. So if you're like an anime watcher and you've noticed that from reading the comments of that some things are missing, you're not sure which one to read through. Honestly, either one would work because they're pretty much the same story. It's just told differently. Like there are very slight differences. Like there's nothing majorly different that makes you go, "Oh my god, why is this so different?" The only thing that I would consider it being completely different is the fact that the human side is told very slowly through the manga, and you get through it slower, while the light novel you pretty much get dived into the human story like right off the riff. So yeah, that's pretty much the only differences between the two, and it's kind of up to you which one you prefer. I mean, do you like cartoon drawings with funny action sequences, or do you like internal monologues and get a deep dive into the characters themselves and how they think inside their heads and like strategizing and that type of deal? So it's really up to one's own preferences. But yeah, you guys let me know if you have read the manga or the light novel and what you think of them. But that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and you found it informative. Honestly, I absolutely love this series. I find Kumiko so adorable, and I cannot wait until we get into the Arachne form in the manga. I am curious to see how Asahiro Kakashi draws the Arachne form. It's gonna be interesting to see. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Once again, I hope you all enjoyed, and let me know if you have any suggestions and what videos I could do in the future. But yeah, I'll see y'all next time.